Okay, it just turned 12 a.m. and this is going to be the first and last recording for the 8th day of March. And this was just another one of these red scratches, negative $2.90 day, which isn't very much. I almost forgot this trade existed. It just feels like I've just been in a really ugly losing streak. And thankfully, the losses are super tiny because I don't do anything too stupid. But I don't like getting these red trades, and let's just go over these trades. Three trades, two with the same setup, AZUL, and then one with BBIO. And as for AZUL, this was a trade that I had in the morning with this multi-day potential breakout in mind. As you can see right here, the highs was like 705, and I did buy some in the morning because I like how it was above it pre-market, and then it even broke the level again at the market open, made a nice move above VWAP, and then when it sold off, you can see here there was a whole bunch of volume and it had this wick and everything, and it just looked like something that was going to potentially make a sell-off, wipe out some sellers, and then regain itself and start to head back up. With that in mind, I did buy at just around that $7 level at 936, and this is because I thought it was going to break above $7 at this point right here, and perhaps I could have waited for a confirmation, but I did get in thinking it was going to do it, and then when it wasn't able to, that wasn't nice, and I did sell at 938 when it had a sell-off, and it looked like it was going to break this level, this wick that I had as my risk level, and I cut it for that reason around that 691 level. And then when it didn't break it, I did get in it again at 938, the same minutes, and this time I was in at a better price right here at 693, thinking, okay, it made a move. It didn't break the day low. I'll be in the trade now that I'm in at a better price since it didn't break it. And if it does, I won't lose that much because I'm so close to my risk level. And then it did break it that same minute, just later on. Or no, actually no, the next minute at 9:39 I did get out. Right when it broke the level at that same point, and I was out at 690. And yeah, it didn't work out. It did sell off some more. I had another one of these big sell-offs, and then it eventually did make a move above VWAP, but it didn't really, like make a move above VWAP and trying to make a move towards the day highs. It just kind of, hung out around here, and it's still holding above VWAP, but it didn't do anything that I wanted it to do, which was a nice super short squeeze after, a brief sell-off, and then, a regain towards the highs with this potential multi-day breakout happening around 705. I did trade BBIO, and this one did work out, but I was just so thrown off with my trading recently that I didn't stick to my risk level. This one kind of worked. It wasn't like super amazing, but it did work. I was in at 1006 right here, and that was this red candle right here at 15.99. And even though this thing was constantly selling off, and it was kind of ugly because it did break below this low right here, which was 1628, and it was still under this downtrending trend line when I took a buy. Normally, I want to wait for it to break past to maybe consider a long setup. I got in it because the volume was starting to develop here, and it just looked like maybe it could try to trade off of this 16 round number right here, and I did buy for that reason for a potential turnaround with the increased volume, nice round number, and then a potential short squeeze because there could be a lot of shorts shorting it and being super happy that it breaks under this level, but then it tries to come back, and that could be something where they have to start buying in, and that could be a very nice reversal, if anything, for at least a short period of time. I got out the next minute because I was just so thrown off when it, was like trading back and forth, and it was just a bad trade right here because I didn't stick to my risk level, which would have been the low right here, 1576, and it did end up working a little. It got as high as 1625. Let's see what best case scenario would have been. Well, actually, it was a lot more than what I was thinking of. I guess it's because it's a higher priced stock. Oh, and also with these two trades here, even though they didn't work out, I didn't have the right amount of shares, it seems like. Yeah, I traded 25 shares, which is the same amount that I traded this one, being a $16 stock with a proper risk level in place, according to what I think is the worst case scenario. So yeah, those two setups didn't work out with AZUL, and then this one did, but I was just really jaded, and I didn't stick to my risk level, and I sold when it was just looking bad, but not breaking the level. Could have actually made some money today, and it would have covered a lot of these little ugly baby tiny losses right here, but yeah, that's pretty much it. A few lessons there, and I just have to keep going. That's all I can do.